happens.
He's up here. No, we're going upstairs. He's upstairs. We're laying down. Yeah, he's upstairs, right in the regular left where you guys are at. They just lay down. No, I know. Oh, okay.
for a safari, I think.
Para su seguridad, permanezcan sentados.
They actually help them to blend in among the trees. It all like the sunlight is filtering through. And if you look far up by the bamboo, on the top of that is giraffe. They both have a prehensile tongue, very long. And with that tongue, they're actually able to wrap it around the branches. And greater kudu, we can tell that these ones are female. They don't have horns. Saddlebill stork. Saddlebill storks get their name from that yellow saddle-like shape on their bill. Now, where you find one, their back fin under their wings. These ones aren't quite as pink as they get, and they'll actually get a little bit pinker in their mating season. Also on the right there, you might be able to see that Nile hippopotamus. Nile hippos will spend most of their days submerged as a means of keeping cool. They have very sensitive skin. Prey. They have the highest success rate of any predator. And they are something called crepuscular, which means they're actually most active at dusk and at dawn, and they'll spend the majority of the day sleeping in the shade in order to conserve their energy. Gorgeous animals. Now, coming a reddish brown, so they are probably female. And these ones around here, these gray animals, are called wildebeest. Wildebeest are the second most densely populated mammal on land, second only to humans. They form herds as small as 10 and as many as 1,000. And in times of migration, they have been seen coming together. When they're first born, they're already about 6 feet tall. Now, you can tell these are beside giraffes, because if you look at those spots, none of them are quite smooth. So grow about 4 to 6 feet from tip to tip, but they don't weigh that much. They actually have a honeycomb-like inner structure. Allowing you got your giraffe, like our tower over here, that will work on the treetop, helping. Versatile appendage. With that trunk, they're going to do everything we use our hands and nose for. Based on their size, I would estimate that they're probably only about a year old. Feels like a great time to point out, especially to your mom. Now on the left here, this is a flamboyance of greater flamingos. A greater does not mean better, it simply means larger. And they are the largest and the palest pink of the flamingos. Full size, and about 2 years before they'll reach their full color. And they get that from the carotene in their diet of shrimp and algae. 35 miles per hour. And those white rhinos over there, those are bigger than the black rhino we saw earlier. Facing outward as a way of just means of defense. They are able to run at about 34 miles per hour. And if you ever see them running with their tail straight up in the air, they actually are doing that as a sign of alarm to the other warthogs. Education will go a long way towards helping these animals